what happened, and I can appreciate your honesty, but I can also see that it's very difficult to so-called be accountable to millions of people online and say, look, I was wrong for this, I was wrong for that, you know.
Right.
So if he could,
I don't want him to go on the internet and say I'm wrong, but just don't even talk about it at all if you don't want to tell the world what happened. Just don't even say nothing about it. That's all I'm saying. Don't keep calling me a liar, because now I have to go back and defend myself again and again.
Well, I wanted to do a video. The last time I saw you on camera, you were really crying and you would apologize there and you would said some things. I even commented and said, give me a call. But I wanted to do a video to you. And I wanted to say to you that you haven't lied as far as your breakdown of the story was concerned. But when you break down the story of what happened, you were the aggressor, because you tried to take his phone first and stuff like that. And even though he normally let you use it, no, you didn't. You didn't deny that. And so I give you that. But when I look at that, okay, once you broke that story down online for the world, right? And they said, no, Brianna, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that. I think that if you admitted that, if you would have said, well, maybe I shouldn't have taken his phone, and I was in the heat of the moment. He did antagonize you. He did say to you he was going to go outside the relationship, so he shouldn't have done that, and that infuriated you. That's what brought upon you trying to take his phone. All that can be understandable. But when it's after the fact, though, when you see that as abuse, that's the part that's incorrect in that particular scenario. He wasn't the abuser. He wasn't the aggressor. You see what I'm saying? So I think if people saw that, they wouldn't see you as a person who is like trying to kill him, because that's how it looks. It's like when that recent video that came out when you called the police and or whatever, and you're saying he got a gun or whatever.
That was the same day. That was right after I came out of the closet with him hitting me with the tote.
Yeah, I know. I saw another video saying that was. I saw another video saying that was a long time ago. I know that wasn't a long time ago. That was literally the same day. So yeah, they was making a lot of it by saying that was more than one time. And I wanted to do a video correcting that too, because that you can hear it's that day. You see what I'm saying? But if I was counseling you in that moment, I do this thing where I try to teach. I call it emotional terrorism, and it's when you feel overwhelmed with emotion. And it makes the decision that you make in that moment seem like it's okay, but really you're hurting, and you shouldn't respond in an angry way. You know how the Bible says, be angry yet sin not? Mm-hmm. So like if you really, really angry, you really hurting, or you really mad, your decisions still have an effect. Like your decisions can still ruin your life. So just because you're hurting or you're angry, you shouldn't act that way. So like you had every right to be hurt when he said, I'm gonna step outside the relationship. You had every right to be hurt when he said, I ain't giving you my phone. He was actually doing that to antagonize you. He was mad at you. He asked you for love and affection. He didn't get it. He asked you to help him unpack. He didn't get it. So now he's starting with you. He shouldn't have done that. And he got the worst out of you in that moment. But how you behave in that moment. No, you've been going through his phone, right? So he knew what telling you no would do. And this is what I was telling him. In that way, he's antagonizing you. I wouldn't call that abuse, but I would call that antagonizing. Just like whenever you hit your recorder and you go on live with him, or you go not on live, but if you're recording him and you say you don't believe in God, and he say, well, I believe in energy, and you go, well, what is that? That's actually you antagonizing him. See, like when you get married or whatever, y'all might both believe in God, but the longer y'all be together, y'all might go through certain changes. Neither one of you has a right to poke at somebody's beliefs. So like if he was holding the camera saying, why do you believe in God? That sounds stupid. That would be equally as antagonizing as it was with you saying, why don't you believe in God? Although that hurts you that he don't believe in God, it's not right to act that way. You see what I'm saying? So I really wish that I could sit down with both of y'all and try and talk y'all through a lot of the things that have been going on. It's really just y'all emotions getting the best of y'all. Y'all argue till y'all blue in the face. And those type of arguments, calling each other names, it only makes situations worse. It makes you lose respect for each other. It hurts so badly, it's hard to get over. And that wasn't even the issue. The issue be something else. And I can really help y'all with that, because both of y'all can really get emotional and end up talking about something totally different than what the actual argument is about. So when I made the video about you, I kept saying, I realized my brother can be hard to live with. He's very stubborn. I can see how that can emotionally drive you up a wall. I'm a very calm, calculated person, and Robert can make me mad. So I know he can bring the worst out of you, but you have to be accountable that that was the worst that came out of you and be like, yo, I was definitely wrong for how I responded to that. But he's not right for telling me he gonna cheat on me either, go outside the relationship. That's not right. I can honestly say, the way he cusses at you, the way y'all talking to each other, that's wrong on both sides. You can't say like, how dare you say this to me? I'm a woman, and weaponize his words, and at the same time your words not be weapons. So if you calling him, if y'all say verbal abuse is real, then both of y'all are victims of verbal abuse via each other.
That's why I said both of us are wrong, but he don't see both of us as wrong. He only see me wrong.
Well, I can tell you, Brianna, look.
Even with talking to you, I always hold accountability for the stuff I do. I don't never sugarcoat nothing.
And that's why you've made all these videos. See, there's a side to you that is very honest. You see, what you're doing online is displaying verbal abuse. He ain't really doing that, but he is poking fun. See, the way he's doing it is more like, they call it covert, which is like more behind the scenes. Like he'll share a video of somebody mocking the tote situation. He knows that's going to hurt you. Right. So I will suggest to him that, hey, man, you realize that's hurting her, right? And he'll say, look, I don't care. I'm trying to get my damn name clear. And I'm like, bro, but that's only going to antagonize her. Like, you don't see how that's hurting her that you post that? But he's like, well, look at the video she just made. Well, hers is more overt. You're more out front. You just going to make a live and talk your shit. See, you actually act more like me. I'm gonna make a live and talk shit. I ain't going to be sneaky with it. I'm going to say what I got to say. Where he's going to share other stuff. So both of y'all really having a fight online. Like what normally happens in y'all's worst moments is really being on public display. And I don't know if y'all, it seems that when y'all get there, neither one of you know how to quit. And that's why police get called. And that's why all this stopped. And so y'all right there right now, but publicly, at some point, somebody got to stop at some point. Because if both of y'all want to be with each other, this is not how to manifest that. I always tell my brother, like, what you focus on, expand. What you ignore, go away. If you want destruction, then you should focus on destruction. Then you should focus on all the negative stuff people saying. You should respond to that. You should talk shit and talk some more shit if you want destruction. But if you want healing, Brianna, just as honest as you can go to who you believe in as God and say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. You got to be willing to do that with reality. And not only that, but change your ways, change how you respond. And he got to do the same thing, or y'all will not have a healthy relationship. Those things you can't fake and play with. You literally have to do the work to have a good relationship. It ain't talk. Like y'all gonna have to actually treat each other like human fucking beings. And I'm serious. Like it's y'all both live one life. Why live a life miserable through the person that you want to be with? If you truly love each other, treat them like you love them. Like actually do that. Like if you saying, yo, I want romance and he loves you, that shouldn't even be no question. If he say I want love and affection and you love him, then ask him for the love that you have for him. Man, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. You shouldn't go inside your mind and say, well, nah, you got mama issues. And he shouldn't go inside of his mind and say, nah, you too sensitive and you want me to be weak. If you with somebody and you love them, you give them what they need, man. It's just that simple. Or expect them to go somewhere else and get it. Because if you got one life to live, why would you sit here and not be getting something because somebody denied it to you? When it's a whole world full of people who will give it to you.
What love is, he felt like love is taking care of and providing. So that's what I did for him. I took care and gave him money. So I'm giving you the same thing you gave to me that you thought was what. That I didn't feel like it was love and affection, taking care of me and spending money. I never asked you for that. So when you say, well, nobody ever gave me money, okay, so I guess that's your love language. Let me give you money. Maybe that'll make you feel like I love you. But obviously that wasn't enough either.
Yeah, so that's that thing where you have people's view of love being different, and because they don't see love the same, they don't receive it the same. So you have to learn each other's love language. And this is what I said in that video. I said, I think both of y'all need to truly need to learn how to love each other. And I'm not just saying like something vague. I'm saying how you treat a person. They may not experience that as love. So how if a man gives you the world and takes care of you and gives you a good life, in his mind, I mean, well, in his heart, he's feeling love. And that's why he do that. He care about it. He's like, oh, I want to give this girl the world. So he is feeling love. But for a woman who sees love as time spent and romance and walks in the park, not walks in the park, you know what I'm saying, but attention. She don't experience giving her a beautiful life. She don't feel love when he doing that. She just see gifts. And that might be something that she used to. Dudes giving gifts, you feel me? But so if in order for you to experience love, he has to give you affection and the things that you experience love through. So it's the same way. If however he feel love, then you have to do that so he can receive. In other words, you got to speak their language. Like if you spoke Spanish, if him learning to speak Spanish would be his way of showing you love, because if he spoke English, you probably wouldn't receive it the same. So that's how it works. And that if you love each other, you would be willing to do that. Learn a different language. You see what I'm saying? Right now, y'all speak two different languages and are unwilling to learn each other's language. So neither one of you gets spoken to the way you want to be getting spoken to, love-wise, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically, I feel like I'm looking at two people who really desperately need love from each other. And I don't think anywhere else y'all get it, it would even do the same. Y'all really need it from each other, but so angry from not getting the love that it's walls built up. And it's almost like a time when my granddaughter was real little, and she was hungry for milk from my daughter, and my daughter was breastfeeding at the time, and my little grandbaby got real hungry for milk, and by the time that Janae was gonna give her milk, Mayana was mad and bitter. Now she still needs the milk, but she's mad because you didn't bring it sooner, so she bit the very hand that fed her. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I see right now. I see y'all really attacking each other, but what y'all really want from each other is love, and it's full of resentment from not giving each other love. Y'all got great lives. Y'all both doing well for yourself. Y'all should be in a heaven. Y'all really should be experiencing beauty right now. Why y'all in a hell? Inside of y'all's mind, y'all in pain. And it don't matter how far you travel, your heart's still gonna be broke whenever you land, because you can't run from that. You can't run from hell. It's everywhere. It's a state of mind. But y'all shouldn't be in a hell. Y'all got it all. So y'all got to find a way to reconcile y'all mind. And I really think that the friends that's around you is bad news for you, yo. They jealous. They trying to ruin everything you got, and you're believing them. I think they're horrible for you. They put thoughts in your head. I swear to God they do. When I listen to you talk, those thoughts are coming from demons, yo. They sitting here making you look at your husband in a negative way. That's the father of your children. That's your husband. You shouldn't let nobody tell you how to see your husband. Huh?
And the people in the comments.
And the people in the comments, absolutely. But see, those people that's around you.
That be when I respond the most, is when I read what they said or he said. And I'm like, he said what?
But listen, a lot of your views of him are shaped through those people that you hanging around, though. When I listened to that lady talk about how she came to your house and she was telling you to speak your truth, girl, and you shouldn't let a man treat you like that. Who the fuck is she, yo, to go to a married person's house and start telling them how to be? I can guarantee you that woman ain't got no man. So
I had to talk to her since she came that time.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but then you see how she disrespected you by making a video without your permission. Yeah. These people are not good for you. They really not. If y'all really gonna be together, if you said I want my marriage, then it need to be them people gotta go. I'm telling you now, because they bad news. They mean you no good, and they all gonna have some type of impact, and including your commenters, they all gonna have some type of impact on how you respond. You have to be stoic though, and live by your principles at this moment. I question a lot of times if you actually, read the Bible and stuff. I know you believe in it, but if you read it, man, it tells you to honor your husband and to not let these outsiders come into your life and speak on what your and your husband's relationship is. It's supposed to be holy and sacred. They don't even deserve to hear about your marriage. These little ass kids who don't know nothing. They don't, man.
I didn't have nobody to talk to. Every time I tell him, let's call Cammy, he never wanted to call me. So it's like, well, who the hell do I talk to? Then when I pay a counselor, if she don't say what Robert want to hear, then he don't want to do that no more. So it's just like, well, what am I supposed to do? You don't want me to call Cammy. You don't want me to pay the counselor if she don't agree with you one day.
Well, I would love to counsel y'all. If y'all, actually, if y'all really would say, we want to be together. If both of y'all truly, truly want that, I would absolutely love to counsel y'all, and I can guarantee you that I will help y'all relationship flourish. Y'all, it ain't nothing broken, but the way y'all are addressing each other and y'all mental view on the world. I swear to God, it's a very simple fix, it's gonna take some work though. That's the only thing, but it's gonna have to take some being vulnerable, putting that anger down for a moment, and literally saying, "Look, I want this marriage. I want my marriage to work. I don't want a broken marriage." And fuck what everybody else saying. They can only talk about what's already been done. If you change your behavior from this day forward, all that really matters is that you manifest your healthy marriage. They gonna always talk in the comments. But you're not gonna heal your marriage through them comments. I'm telling you now. Them people don't know y'all. Y'all know y'all. And that's really why y'all still dealing with each other. I feel like y'all done enough to where y'all really should just go separate ways. But it's something about y'all relationship and y'all's experience of each other that makes y'all holding on to something, both of y'all. So it seems to be realer than what we all are imagining it to be, because y'all still holding on to each other. So live in that and be honest with that. You got nothing to lose but the relationship, like really.
I want to do better as a wife, and I want to learn, and I want to be open. This is my first marriage, so I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it work. So I don't know.
Well, keep that
I
mantra.
need guidance. I need help. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Well, make that your mantra. I'll do whatever it takes to make it work. Even if that means sacrificing, even if that means I don't always get my way. 20 years from now, 40 years from now, when y'all old together, your way, having your way that day won't even matter. Yeah. And you got to learn to value each other's advice and wisdom. He's a lot older than you. Some things that he was telling you, he was right about. You see what I'm saying? So some of the things that you were saying, you were right about. But y'all gotta be able to have the ability to listen to each other. Y'all really do. So I really think y'all could let go of all that past stuff. If y'all truly say I want a better relationship, then manifestation works like focus on what you want and make every decision in that direction. So start speaking life into him, start speaking positivity, start remembering the good times, Brianna, because you know it wasn't all bad. Start remembering that stuff. Start reminding yourself that you was in love with him and you was there because you wanted to be. See the good in the man. See the great father that he is, even though he isn't the father, the ideal father that you would imagine a father to be. You still have to, because there's different versions of fathers, and you can't live in that. You have to love the person and speak the best out of them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, if you talk to him, if y'all really want to, to make this thing better, then, man, I would definitely counsel y'all. You know I'm non-biased. You know I'm not going to sit here and agree with something I don't agree with. I'm very upset about the things you said in that video, but it ain't even worth mentioning. You said you apologized, so me going into it is just what the heck would that be for? And even now, I'm not being biased. I'm not treating you badly. So yeah, if y'all work it out, if y'all decide to work it out, and even if you don't, man, I'll be there to try to give it the best advice that I can. You know what I mean, or whatever, because I really want this to end, man. I want this shit to stop. It's so bad.
I don't want to fight no more.
But in this, remind yourself of that. You don't want to fight no more, so then don't fight no more. Don't fight no more. It's over when you say it's over. Believe it or not, you have complete control over this. All you have to do is just don't fight no more. People gonna be in the comments. They gonna say what they're gonna say. They gonna make their videos or whatever they're gonna do. They're gonna do that. But you heal your marriage. That's where your focus should be. Let them do that. Whenever they looking at y'all happy together again, and actually having a harmonious relationship and they're stronger than ever, then if they want to still remember the past, then that's on them too. But you'll have a healthy life, right? Your children will have a healthy home. Y'all be unified. It'll be great.
Okay. calling me back.
Oh, it's no problem.